What is going on? We have a special Thursday night for you.
Double up.
Josh is here from Boise, Idaho.
Oh man, that's foamy. I'm spilling everywhere.
And we are he's a Vikings fan. We're going to drink out of some horns today. What is going on, everybody? Cheers.
Beautiful Thursday here.
Beautiful Thursday. Josh is loving Florida. We're trying to get Josh to move down to Florida. It might take the coast to coast away a little bit, but it's going to bring us recording together. I mean, I think we can end up recording in two different places once.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
It depends on where he's at, and he's going to be on the road a lot. But we're here to review
a great week of picks.
Great week of picks. Great week for you. We'll look at that in a second. Not so great for everybody, but I don't think it was too bad.
No.
We're here to review week 4. We're going to talk a little week 5. Commanders, Bears kicking off in about an hour. So we're going to get to talk about that. But first, we're going to jump straight into the picks. Which one is it? It's one of these. Oh, it's this one. Straight into the picks real quick.
Yes.
Josh went 5-0, so great week of picks for Josh. 49ers Seahawks, Rams over. That hit. That was sitting at
overtime.
46 points going into overtime. If that game tied, he lost that bet, which would have been crazy.
It would have helped a lot of other people out.
It would have helped a lot of other people. You see the unders, Garrett, Nick, and Alex missed it. Ram did get the win. Ram would not have got the win if he would have got it. We would have put it a tie in the record book. So for that upset, but it was like, overall, we do have a lot of green. Besides the Packers not hitting into the upsets, we went
Seahawks heavy. I think that was bizarre that they were not favored.
How many people took the Seahawks as well? Like, you don't see that very often.
No.
Yeah, we did it with the Cowboys one week.
And it backfired.
And it backfired hard. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no. Overall, great week of picks. What we're gonna do is just discuss the games. We're gonna go through each game, talk them all out. We're gonna take the picks off the screen. It's gonna be us chilling. Anybody wants to join, comment in the chat, and we can. We'll definitely answer some questions in the chat. But let's go ahead and take this off. It's just us, and let's talk a little football.
Deal.
The first game was the Thursday night game of that week. Lions Packers. And I want to start off with saying that Jordan Love is who I think he was that game.
Yeah. He's not good.
He's people are comparing him to his Aaron Rodgers. It's tough. Brett Favre. It's tough. That's the last 2 quarterbacks that have been there. But
I hope he sucks forever.
I'm with you. I mean, you're a Vikings fan. I'm not. I'm backtrack that. I don't give 2 shits about how he does. But the fact that people are defending him like he is
the truth,
the second coming, the truth. I got told he is the truth by one guy, and I got told that he is like Patrick Mahomes by another guy.
Yeah, no.
I love to see
dollar store maybe
something. Not only the dollar store. You might find him at the
generous.
Yeah, maybe at the Goodwill.
Oh shit, Goodwill, Patty Mahomes.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but the Lions just came out on fire that game.
The Lions are good.
I think Lions are finally, we could say they're good. They're 3-1 now.
They're going to win the division.
Easy, I think so too. I don't think that the Vikings can bounce back.
The Vikings aren't very good.
No, I mean they barely beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
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 So let's do after we talk about each game. Let's do a prediction for every team's final record.
Okay.
So Lions are 3-1 right now. I want to say the Lions are going to end up 12 and 5?
I was thinking 11-6.
11-6. 12-5, 11-6. Packers 2-2.
That's a tough one. I think they're like a 9-win team.
Do you think 9-win? I was gonna go 7. I was gonna go 7. 7, whatever that makes them. 7 and 11. 7-11. So you're giving them a little more than I thought. I can't tell you the rest of the season schedule for the Packers off the top of my head. I mean, I can scroll over to ESPN right here, but I mean, you got to play the Lions again, and you just got shit pumped by them.
Yep.
You do got to play the Vikings twice. I know the Vikings aren't that good.
They
But
still haven't played the Chiefs.
still haven't played the Chiefs. Vikings twice are going to be tough. Bears is going to be another win, but you've already played them once.
Yep.
You lost a go ahead. You're ahead. You blew a game to Atlanta, who did not look good in that offense. Just tore you apart in that game. Who else we got? Raiders on the road. Broncos. Those should be playable games. I think that Rams and Steelers could both beat them because the defenses are tough. Rams offense moving. Chargers should beat them. Chiefs should beat them. They should beat the Giants.
Yeah.
Buccaneers could beat them. Maybe 9. Look at the schedule. It's not as tough as I thought. So anywhere from 7 to 9. I don't hate that at all.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Game 2. Jaguars. I was a week off on the get right. Their defense showed up against. I mean, the Falcons' offense isn't incredible, but they got playmakers.
Yeah, but Ritter's pretty bad.
Pretty bad, yeah. And it hit the Lunder, so it was at Wembley Stadium. Not that good of a scoring stadium compared to where they're playing at this week, which I believe is at Tottenham, where Tottenham plays.
Yep.
So that game was, I think, the best part about this Jags-Falcons game was the Toy Story version.
I only watched a couple plays of it, but it was pretty cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was laggy on my end, but it was a cool concept. The game itself was boring. But Jaguars, again, it's the team that we thought was going to show up. I got my dog out here going crazy. I'm going to open her up and let him in. It's a team we thought that would show up.
Yeah.
And they ended up beating the Falcons like we thought. So I don't think we have much more to say on that. I mean,
no, that was kind of what we expected.
Yeah, I mean, but Lawrence didn't look incredible.
He's looked pretty.
Ritter looked
pretty
about
meh.
what we thought. Yeah.
This year.
Not too much to say on that. Jaguars 2-2, Falcons 2-2. What do we think we're gonna end up with those two?
The Jags.
Will the Jags win their division?
I think they're somewhere in that 8 to 9 wins.
Okay.
And I think the Falcons are going to be lucky to win 4 more games.
Now, remember last year's Jags and
They got hot.
They got hot. Pretty same lineup. The only thing that's a little different with them is they did added a better receiver, Calvin Ridley.
So they should be better.
They should be better.
Yeah.
Do you think the way they turned it on at the end of last year, they're going to turn it on this year?
Well, they're going to have to.
Yeah. They don't win the
I mean, if Lawrence plays better.
Do they win the division with their 8-9 wins that you said? Because that division's not all around that great either.
No, it's not at all. It's I mean, probably 10 wins the division.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Right. So, Jags 23, Falcons 7. I don't think the Falcons win their division. I think the Bucks got that division unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Saints.
Now, here's an interesting thing that I'm seeing. Falcons, a lot of people are talking about the Falcons possibly pursuing Justin Fields. Does Justin Fields make that team better?
I mean, they throw the ball about the same.
Yeah,
but the backfield would be great.
He's more explosive, yeah.
I
Ritter, the way Ritter plays, I feel like that.
I don't even put him in the association of pro quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's not that great. But Arthur Smith, I feel like, doesn't let Ritter play the way Ritter should play either.
Yeah.
Do you think if Justin Fields comes, it's just going to be another situation where he's controlled, doesn't get a little free? I don't see it. I don't see it either. I don't think that Justin Fields wins that division in Atlanta. I don't think that's the answer. No. And I think you're going to have to give up a little bit because Justin Fields was that number 1 pick. Yeah. So if I'm Atlanta, I think I go the Heineke route and finish the year with Heineke.
That'd be better.
Yeah.
At least he can throw the ball. That's really, they have weapons.
And Ritter didn't make there were some good throws that he made. He threw one where he kept it away from that probably should have been intercepted or maybe twice. Mm-hmm. But he's just not making the plays to win games.
No.
Not
at all.
Next up, probably the most surprising final score, but one of the most exciting games we were looking forward to, Bills-Dolphins.
Yeah. That defense is real.
The defense, yeah. Tyreek Hill what? Like
He didn't do much.
no. I have him in one of my leagues.
Maybe not even that.
I don't even think so. I don't think he's
15 maybe?
Did he score double digits? He did score double digits, but
Yeah, but I think he had 10 points.
yeah, it wasn't very much. Tyreek Hill was shut down. Did Jalen Waddle even play?
Not well.
Yeah, Tyreek scored 10. I don't even remember seeing Jalen Waddle. I think the best receiver for the Dolphins was Braxton Berrios.
Yeah.
Which was
He
very
open a
surprising
lot.
to see. I didn't even know he was on their roster.
No, yeah, he's been solid though for their.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had a lot of catches.
He was their top performer on offense. Josh Allen was incredible.
Yeah, he was playing boring football as he puts it, and it looked really good.
Yeah, he scored
Really
36 fantasy football points. He had 4 touchdowns. He had a rush touchdown, so 5 total touchdowns.
Yeah.
Um,
Painful.
James Cook played well. James Cook scored me 14 in my fantasy league. He had a 48-yard reception.
Yeah, that was
That
awesome.
helped. But he only rushed 12 for 29. So wasn't incredible. The Dolphins defense played him well, but enough to score 14 fantasy points.
Tua looked just out of sorts.
And he was getting sacked like crazy.
Yeah.
He got sacked one time
Yeah.
coming into that game. Squad took the Dolphins +3 and lost on that. I was surprised to see someone bet.
Take the over.
Yeah, I took the over, and so did
Two
Nick,
overs.
and the over definitely hit. But I was surprised. My biggest surprise was Squad taking any side of the Dolphins or
Yeah.
Bills winning.
I wanted none of that.
Yeah, no, I thought both teams could have won that game coming into it, and if I was gonna bet, I wasn't gonna bet the Dolphins on the road in Buffalo.
Hell no.
No. But I mean, bright side for Bills, this is the best I think they've looked.
Oh, but they lost their best corner.
They did lose their best corner.
Yeah,
Did they say what his injury was?
I think it was Achilles.
Achilles. I know he was grabbing low. That does hurt a lot. But that defense I think is just so solid.
Yeah.
I think they can still. But not even that. The offense is so good. They can outscore anybody they want to.
Yeah, it's wild.
The only game they had a problem with was Week 1 against the Jets. It was a big night for the Jets.
Yeah.
And then
A lot of emotions.
A lot of emotions, and then Rodgers went down. The energy of the game seemed like the suck out. Week 1 was terrible scoring for everybody.
Yep.
I think the Bills right now look the best in the AFC.
Yeah. They have to be the best.
You got Bengals, Chiefs.
Chiefs don't look good.
I mean, other than the Bills, this dog. Other than the Bills, we can move on to. We'll skip this game and come back. Ravens Browns. I think the Ravens.
Wasn't able to watch them. I was on a plane, but Browns without Massage Watson. I think it was a big game changer for him.
Yeah, no Deshaun Watson. What's his the quarterback's name? Dorian.
That was the new quarterback?
The rookie. No. It was the
Oh.
UCLA rookie. I can't get his name off the top of my head. But he lit it up in the preseason. We watched him when we were in. I'm trying to get his name real quick. We watched him while we were in Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Oh, okay.
He was at the Hall of Fame game when we were in Washington together.
Oh, really?
So he looked electric in the preseason. He came out, and that Ravens defense just ate him up. He was trying to make those electric plays that but then he would miss a throw by a mile. Ravens looked very impressive. They won 28-3.
They've been solid all the way around.
Yeah,
all the way around.
all the way around. Their defenses look good. Their offense scored points against that Browns defense. I mean, it doesn't help that they were on the field most of the game because their offense couldn't move against the JV high school football team, the Browns offense.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the Ravens also could be one of those teams that are sneaky one of the best AFC teams right now.
Yeah, they're definitely the best in the North. That's for damn sure. They're going to win it. I think they'll probably win 11 or 12 games.
And I think Lamar plays the best when he I saw a little bit of this game, especially because Myles Garrett was in a walking boot after the game. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know the extent of it, but he stands in the pocket and he doesn't have to run for his life.
Yeah.
But he can run for those 6 to 8 yards. You saw it
He's
against the
gotten better
Bengals
at
a lot
that,
too.
just
Yeah,
not like overdoing it. Get down, slide.
and that's when they're the best. And then no Odell, no Bateman.
Yeah.
And the receivers made a little bit of plays. Zay Flowers looked good.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews looked fine. And I was surprised that the Ravens won 28-3.
Yeah.
It was probably the most surprising win because, well, no one took the Browns. It doesn't look like.
No, nobody touched that.
Nobody
game.
touched that game.
Yeah.
Except I think there was an over and under.
I don't see it.
I don't see it. No one touched the game at all.
Yeah.
But that was surprising to me that they just. I mean, they.
I probably would have taken the under on that one if
You knew.
New Orleans wasn't playing Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Yeah. And Watson was also. Watson was also out too, and I wasn't touching the game with Watson in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different game with Watson in too.
Yeah, they would have played a lot better because they couldn't run the ball at all either.
Battle of the 0-3s.
Mm.
The worst two teams in the league.
Yeah. Most exciting game.
It was very exciting. It was a lot like the Cardinals Giants a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean pretty much identical.
28-7 lead for Justin Fields. He looked awesome. He made plays, and then
He
I
lost
think
his juice.
he lost his juice. But I think that at that point the Bears were like the Cardinals, like it's the Giants. We're tanking.
Hey, we can win, but what are we doing?
Yeah, like we got the top two picks. We can get Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr.
What are we doing?
We're tanking. So the Bears just completely blew that game. It's hard to say like. Because I know, didn't the Dolphins, was it the Dolphins a couple of years ago, get in trouble because they were openly tanking?
Yeah.
Yeah, or they got a lot of
They all hate.
a lot of hate for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got into trouble,
I
but
think Flores got fired eventually because
Yeah.
of that whole.
But the Bears just looked like at that point, hey, we're done. Like they made Russ look like an MVP for the last quarter.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts me because I think the two quarterbacks right now that I love to see not do well is Mr. 1 for 9 going into the 2-minute warning, Jordan Love and Russell Wilson. I don't want to see either one of them do well. And
1 for 9.
He was 1 for 9 with like 7 yards and an interception going into the 2-minute drill, and they were down 27-3. So the Lions at that point just sat back, and then he ended up going 22 for 29.
Jesus.
Yeah, wasn't impressed because the Lions was like, here, take some time off the clock.
Yeah, please. And
But-
they can dunk me all the way.
Yeah, but the Broncos, I don't see them. I know we said we were going to say wins for every team. I don't see them winning more than 7 games. And I just think they can sneak one.
Yeah.
They can
That
sneak
team
a
just
few.
doesn't look right.
No, and the defense just kind of.
They've lost their defense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I mean, you don't get shelled for 70.
And then give up 28 to Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Who was scored.
Your defense is pretty bad.
Right. Who scored 10 against your big, who you're chasing in the AFC West.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's not a good sign that the Broncos defense is now giving up points when the Chiefs are now holding teams to 20 plus points less than the Broncos are. So
100%.
yeah. So Broncos, I think they're both teams are dead, but I think it would be pretty cool to see the Bears get the 1 and 2 pick. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah, no, that would be wild. They have to trade one, right?
I don't know. I mean, you
could get a lot for the first one, or probably you would trade the second one.
Yeah, because you're gonna get Caleb Williams.
But do you need? Yeah.
They're gonna get rid of Fields.
Yeah,
Fields
you
is
have
not
to.
there.
You have to.
Especially if they go 0-16 or 0-17. But think about having Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr.
But with no offensive line.
Fuck it.
I don't think you're gonna do anything.
Fuck it.
You'll
Get it eventually.
The
Make a splash of free agency. You got money.
You'd be the Vikings.
You got money. Buy some in free agency.
You have a great quarterback and a good wide receiver and nothing in the trenches.
Go if you're the Bears, you get Caleb Williams, you get Marvin Harrison Jr. You go to free agency only looking for offensive line. You got your linebackers last free agency.
You have DJ Moore too.
You got DJ Moore.
Cole Kmet is good.
Cole Kmet's playing well, yep. And you just traded away Hawkinson, the number 1 tight end, because Cole Kmet's playing so well. Like that, and you got some value.
I needed wide receivers.
You did, so you got some value out of it.
Yeah.
I don't hate the direction the Bears would go if they went 1-2 quarterback wide receiver and just say, look at what you're protecting. You're protecting.
You better protect it.
But
I think free agents would come.
This is the best recruit coming out of college since probably Trevor Lawrence, the biggest name.
Does he stay if it's the Bears?
If they go 1-2, I would go.
Yeah.
I would say give me Marvin Harrison Jr. and let's go.
Yeah, true.
Because they have money to spend on linemen and O-linemen.
That's true.
And you also need some detail. You just need trench for that team, the Bears.
Yes, you need grit down there.
But here's the thing.
The Bears are just like, they're known for having good defense and mean.
And I want to root for Caleb Williams, but I don't want to root for the Bears.
I won't.
So hopefully, maybe they won't take him. I'd root for him a little bit if he went to Arizona.
Yeah, well, I would too. That'd be awesome.
Let's segue.
Caleb would too.
We've talked about how they might get the 1-2 pick, so let's segue to the Vikings-Panthers. You're a Vikings fan, Skull.
Awful.
Skull.
That was God. I don't know how they're so bad.
But another team that could bring the Bears to 0-17, or give them the second pick, maybe win 1 or 2 games. The Panthers,
they're so bad.
Yeah, they just couldn't win that game. The Vikings played piss poor.
Yeah.
They drove the ball down the field, pick 6, 99 yards. You love to see it from Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings had no.
Every single drive first drive of the year has been like that. It's either a fumble or a pick.
And then he played like shit after. I mean, not like shit, but like
not the typical, not the Kirk of the last.
I mean, they were down at half. Didn't the defense make a play to take the lead?
Yeah, scoop and score.
Scoop and score to take the lead.
I think it was one.
The Vikings are another team that's like, the Panthers are another team that just can't win games.
Yeah, Bryce Young he doesn't look good.
And they're wanting to trade something, which is going to end up being Brian Burns, to get a number one receiver.
Who do you trade him into? Trade him to the Lions.
We get Amara. Like they want a number 1 receiver.
Oh.
So I mean, it could be a Raiders Devontae Adams situation. It could be T Higgins and Brian Burns, but they got 2 ends already. They got Hendrickson and Hubbard.
Yeah.
Which number 1 receiver would a team trade?
Sell high on Puka if you're the Rams.
Oh God. But like, that's the Matt Stafford effect. We'll get to him too.
Dude, he just feeds one guy.
I don't know. I don't know. The Vikings won't trade Jay Jettas.
No.
The Eagles aren't going to trade A.J. Brown. The Bucks, maybe Mike Evans, but he's up there in age.
But what does the edge rusher do for them?
Nothing.
Yeah. They'd rather trade.
I think your best bet is going Bengals. Use Brian Burns. Use a 3-man rotation there. Keep a fresh D end on at all times.
Yeah.
Or have some depth and get T Higgins. Bills aren't going to trade. The
Seahawks could.
Metcalf.
No, I don't know if they would trade, but they would probably trade capital for a good edge rusher.
But they're not.
Have one right now.
But the thing is Brian Burns is your only trade bait
for a wide receiver
because you don't have a first round pick.
Then you're screwed.
Yeah. So interesting there. We'll see where I think Brian Burns is going to go, but I don't see who he's going to go to. Cowboys won't trade CD.
Nope.
D-Hop won't go anywhere. Chiefs don't have a receiver. Seahawks probably won't trade Metcalf. I don't know. I mean, I think T. Higgins is your only real bet there.
Yeah, it's the best of the seconds.
Which I don't want that.
Or Devontae.
T. Higgins or Devontae.
Yeah.
Or, you know what?
I would feel bad for Devontae.
Let's circle back to D-Hop.
Oh.
He's not getting that much with Tannehill. We could just segue in.
That would be...
We could just move into that game that puts us right back on our
bad
list.
to worse, I think, for D-Hop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Titans 27, Bengals 23.
I can't pick the Titans on the right week.
I can't either.
Nah.
I'm done. Titans, you will not hear...
I'm not picking them anymore.
Let me check real quick. Titans. You will not hear the Titans again out of my mouth. I already made my pick, so I want to make sure I didn't. You will not hear the Titans come out my mouth again.
No.
I did not take them in this game, but I did take them the previous 2 weeks. Or I took...
I lost both times I took them.
I took the Bengals last week. No. I took the Titans at some... I don't know. I took the Titans a couple times.
We took the Titans, I think, week 1.
Week 2. After they beat the Saints. Nope, it was week 1. Yep, we lost. We lost on the Titans.
Yep.
Then they came and they.
I didn't touch them.
They didn't touch him.
And
we touched him. Yep. That's exactly how it went.
Yep.
So Titans,
bastards,
beat the piss. But
yeah,
here's what.
And that's how they win.
But they knew Joe Burrow couldn't throw the ball.
Just
Vrabel had a great, and they just blitzed the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Mixon's looked horrible.
Yeah.
The whole offense is just out of sorts.
Now, I was right, so let's kind of rewind back to Vikings. I said Vikings were get right team of the week.
Yeah.
And I was on live with Ram last week, and I said, Ram took the Bengals. I said, you know what, Ram? I'm going to add it to it. Bengals and Vikings. Get right. So I put 50 on both in a parlay, and Bengals got wrong.
They're still wrong.
They're still wrong. They got worse. 3 points. Burrow is now the 33rd rated quarterback in the NFL right now.
That is
behind Justin Fields.
As bad as it could get.
Oh yeah, behind Justin Fields, behind Kenny Pickett. He's behind Desmond Ridder.
Oh God.
Burrow, but he's hurt. That's the same thing.
Yeah, he's clearly hurt.
He can't. He's not stepping into throws. The week that they won against the Rams, Higgins scored like 4 points and dropped like 3 balls.
Yeah, he had stone hands.
But one of them he threw, it was like a little lob that threw. If he throws a bullet, Higgins catches and runs.
Yeah.
But he threw it so slow that Higgins got hit and it looked like it was Higgins' fault. I mean, Higgins should have caught the ball regardless, but whenever you're that open,
you gotta make a catch.
You gotta make
you gotta get
by
the
the
ball
time
there too.
you gotta get the ball to him.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yep.
Burrow, at this point, they got this next week. I got the schedule right here. They have an easy game this week. They have Arizona this week. Well, easy.
It hasn't looked easy for any of the teams.
Except
for the Niners.
At this point, do you sit Burrow and try to get him better?
He's not even on the injury report anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, it must be good. Because I would say
either that or you just like in Space Jam, he's lost his juice.
That or he just got paid and is like, I'm done with football, dog. I'm just gonna.
That I made generational wealth, right?
I'm just gonna be here to collect a check.
Because it's all guaranteed, right?
It's a lot of guaranteed money. He might just be collecting a check.
I don't know if you can fault him too much. You got $300 million or something like that.
You got the Cardinals on the road, and then you got the Seahawks at home.
That's not. Look at the next 3 after this week are brutal.
3 out of 4. Well, 4 out of 4.
4 out of 5.
Texans will be tough. Steelers defense is tough.
Ravens.
Jaguars. Do you sit Burrow for these 2 games and hope you go 1-1 and come out with 4 losses? You'll be 2-4.
Yeah.
And sit Burrow and have a tough stretch, but you have a healthy quarterback, or do you just have Burrow keep playing through it?
You'd rather have a healthy quarterback.
I think so too.
You have to.
You can beat the Cardinals.
Because he has shown he can get you to the Super Bowl if he's healthy.
Exactly, and he can win if in that stretch of he's got the Bills coming up. He's got the 49ers coming up. Yeah. He's got the Ravens. He's got the Steelers and the Texans after those 2 games. He can rattle off 5 wins. Or not 5 wins.
He can do it.
He could if he's healthy.
Yeah.
You've seen him do it. But
does losing Jesse Bates, is that hurting their defense a lot?
It is. Yeah. Dax Hills, I think, is too small for the help with the run.
Yep.
Jesse Bates is playing phenomenal football at Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That defense is good.
And their defense is really good now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's maybe something to that.
They have some pass rushers too. So
that's true.
Grady Jarrett, Calais Campbell.
Yeah, they do get after the quarterback.
Older guys, but Rams Colts.
I looked at that game, and because I was on the plane and I kept watching it in between. You can't. I mean, Richardson's playing good.
Richardson's playing really good.
Yeah, he looks like a smaller Cam Newton.
I'm all for it.
But I don't even know if he's any smaller.
I wish they won that game.
Yeah.
So I was texting Nick Mask. He's 14-6 right now, and we were talking. I was rooting for him to get the under because the way that it was set up, that if the Colts came back and tied it, it was gonna be 46. I was like, dog, you'll get the under, and it's going to be in a tie.
Yeah.
That would have been sick. It would have fucked you over, but that would have been sick. So I was like, okay, so this is what's going to happen. And then the Rams just completely... I think in the regular season, like I know you're trying to avoid that much football to give the Colts another drive after the Rams scored.
I think they should have been a little more...
It's got
go for the win?
It's got to do... Well, they couldn't have because they went for 2 to tie it up.
Oh, you mean the Colts? I was talking the Rams in the game. They could have gone more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have kept their foot on.
But what I'm saying is I still hate in the regular season. I know you're trying to avoid more football. No, that you can end after they score a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
I know they changed it for playoffs, so Colts in playoffs would have got another drive. But I hate...
That should just be universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That or you do college football style in the regular season. Give the teams chances at the 25-yard line. Give the teams chances to score because, like, the Colts came all the way back and the offense looked phenomenal in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. For the Rams just to slowly march down the field and beat their brains in and it end on one broken coverage and the Colts don't get another chance.
Yep.
I would have loved to see a field goal there, so make it a 7-point game and Colts drive back down the field and get a chance.
Yep.
But we don't get that. We get it in the playoffs. We don't get it now.
Yep.
And the overhit, Puka.
It's
Beast.
System? Probably.
Matt Stafford? Probably.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford now has the
definitely.
3 best receivers to start an NFL career. Ever. Cooper Kupp, Puka, and Calvin Johnson. He's got 2 of the best receiving seasons of all time with Cooper Kupp and Calvin Johnson. Could have a third one with Puka.
Yeah.
I know Cooper Kupp coming back eventually is going to kind of slow Puka down, maybe. I don't know, because now you got to play him for both of them.
Yeah. Who are you going to
Could the Rams...
And they're basically the same receiver.
Could the Rams make the playoffs, stay healthy, have Puka and Cooper Kupp destroy defenses and make a run?
I mean, it looks like it. Their defense needs a little help. But...
Think about this. Rams go to the Link. They play Philly. Mm-hmm. Philly's pass rush is phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. They have so many numbers that they could pass rush.
Yeah.
But Stafford takes a 3-step drop and either just Puka or Cooper are open every time. One of them gets open every time.
You're not going to be able to get him.
No. You can't. It's going to be hard to guard both and double both. And then you have a guy like Tutu Atwell who's got the speed.
Yeah.
A safety steps up or both safety step up to take it, and Tutu over the top. Yeah. Like the Rams, could the Rams be trouble in the playoffs?
Quarterbacks or wide receivers under 5'4".
Yeah, no, they're tiny. I don't think
they're probably like 6 foot, but
I think Cooper Kupp is a little taller than what we think. I think he's 6'1".
Yeah,
but maybe 6 foot. But I know Puka's tiny, and I know Tutu's tiny. Van Jefferson's not that tiny.
I think he's a big dude.
Yeah, I don't think he's too big, but he's bigger than the other 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rams pull out that win.
Yeah, good game.
I think what everybody should have took for their under. I missed my under by 1 point, which we'll get to. But Saints Bucks actually.
This is easy.
Easy every time.
Easy. NFC South.
But it's
conference game. Or divisional, whatever it is. Yeah, see it. I'm picking
it scared me though because the Bucks scored more points than I thought they would.
Yeah, but they play each other. It's a field goal fest.
Yeah, 26-9 was the final.
Yeah.
I think the stat of this game and all I want to talk about.
You in the face.
I'm so glad, and I want to see how much he scored.
Who?
Alvin Kamara.
Oh yeah,
he came back
decent.
Well, yes and no. He scored 21 points. 11 rushes for 51 yards, so not too bad.
Yeah, pretty much 5.
13 catches.
Yeah.
For 33 yards. So
that right there is a PPR merchant, right?
The previous low yards of 13 catches was like 70. I think it was 78 yards.
I mean, that's literally catching it, getting tackled
every time.
Yeah.
And then one of them, his long, I forgot what his long was. His long was like 10 yards.
Oh, so
he had 12 for 22.
Some went backwards.
I think it was like 11, 10, 12 yards. 12 for like 22 yards.
Derek Carr wasn't playing in this game though.
No, James. No.
Oh, halfway
Derek Carr
through?
was back.
Halfway through, was it?
Yeah, Derek Carr was back.
Okay.
Derek Carr played. The Buccaneers defense smothered. It was just ugly. I think this was one game that didn't hit my TV. The one game that didn't hit my TV.
I didn't have that channel on the plane, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have put it on anyways. I would have been like, "Yep, under, cool, not for me."
Yeah. I think the most exciting game of the day, Eagles Commanders.
That was a good game. Great game.
It was very fun. Sam Howell, what a march down the field.
Yeah.
But if you are the Commanders going against the defending NFC champs and they look just as good this year and they just shit pumped you on defense, why did Ron Rivera not...
Riverboat Ron, of all things.
And did not go for 2.
Yeah, I think he should have.
The Eagles are the better team. You try to take him out or you die trying. Yeah. I think it was a worse loss that you lost in overtime.
Yeah.
Because they just manned it.
He had a play. Come on. He had to have one play that he lost.
Or just fucking give it to Brian Robinson and let him dive over. Like, do something. But to score with 1 second on the clock, you get the playoff. Yeah. You throw it, you score.
Carry the momentum. Just go for 2.
Like, rush to the line. Just run, sprint to the line, and no huddle, go for 2.
Yeah.
Eagles were gassed on that drive.
It was a long one.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Very disappointing, but in the end, Eagles 34 in overtime. Commanders 31.
Yeah.
Eagles are one of the last 2 undefeated teams left.
So, this is a question that I was thinking while I was watching that game. And while I was watching the Monday night game. Or was it Sunday night? Sunday night game. Is Bieniemy the reason that Mahomes was so good?
He could be. I mean, Sam Howell.
Because the Commanders don't look bad.
So
their offense is not bad.
Yeah, and Sam Howell looks incredible.
I don't know if I'm going incredible, but he doesn't look like a rookie.
Well, unless
he played with the Bills every week.
This last game, he just went. Sorry, I switched it. I'm all over the place right here looking at it. He went box score 29 for 41, 290 yards.
Yeah.
And a touchdown.
No picks.
He also he also ran 6 for 40.
It's pretty good.
I mean, for being a first year starter.
Yeah.
Against the best, probably the best defense left right now, besides the 49ers, the Eagles and 49ers. Best pass rush.
And the Lions.
Lions defense looks solid.
Yeah.
That is a field day. Like that's good.
Yeah, and then you watch the other game and you're like, "Geez, Mahomes looks not good."
Not as good.
Not as good.
Which we'll get to that again.
Yeah.
I want to say Eagles. Here's the Eagles' next 3 games. You have to give me a second to get the 49ers. Eagles got at the Rams, at the Jets, host the Dolphins, and Commanders again, and then Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills. So, oh my God, listen to this. Listen to the stretch of the games that they have.
Oh.
So they go Rams, Jets, Dolphins are tough.
Yep.
The toughest. Commanders. Then they go Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, Cowboys. Tough stretch.
That is tough.
So that's their schedule. Tough. That's their schedule. 49ers schedule, because they're the other 4-0 team. They go Cowboys this week, primetime game. At Cleveland, Vikings, Bengals, Jaguars. But which team's more likely to go undefeated the longest?
Probably the Niners.
I think so too.
I think the Niners are better.
I think the Niners are the best team in football we've seen in a while.
McCaffrey is MVP.
It's a quarterback award, and I think McCaffrey can win it this year.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it was only a matter of time once you put him on that team that's just good.
I love every bit of the way McCaffrey runs the ball too.
Yeah.
I think we skipped this one. Steelers Texans.
Surprising? Not super surprising, but surprising.
Well, surprising that it was 30-6.
Yeah.
And the under hit.
Yeah.
30-6. The Texans put up 30 points at under hit. Kenny Pickett's dead.
He looks so dead.
D'Amico Ryans is an incredible coach.
Yeah.
The Texans.
And they found their quarterback.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud is awesome.
Yeah, and they're wide receivers.
And I just picked up C.J. Stroud off the waivers and traded him and ended up getting Evan Ingram out of the trade.
Yeah.
And I have Josh Allen, so I don't even need him. And it was an incredible pickup for me just to do that for my fantasy team. But could Houston win that division?
I mean, it's literally anybody's right now. Because what are they? They have 2 wins?
I think everybody's 2-2 or worse.
Yeah, they could. I mean, if C.J. Stroud keeps playing the way he does, there's no reason to think he doesn't.
I mean, if the Jags turn around like they did last year or remotely close to last year, I think they could end up doing it. But the Texans could win 9 games this year.
Yeah, especially in their division.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they play the Falcons this week, which
could be another win.
Good. And the Jags are probably going to lose this week, so.
Who the Jags got?
The Bills.
Oh, yeah. Oh, in London.
Yeah.
It's a Jaguar home game.
Yeah, that's true, because their owner owns, like, everything.
Texans could be for real. That defense looks good, too.
Nico Collins.
It's
my boy. He better carry me to victory. He's my number 1 receiver now.
I think maybe one of the most concerning injuries of the... Not injuries, but definitely doesn't feel good. Justin Herbert.
Ooh.
24-17. They only win 24-17 against Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Who didn't look terrible. I'm going to pull up his stats. I thought he made some pretty decent plays.
It's a divisional game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And those teams always play each other tough.
He went 24 for 39. He threw the ball a lot. And he did have 1 interception, 238 yards. So not too bad.
Yeah.
But the Chargers only winning 24-17 against them. I know no Mike Williams, no Eckler. But Khalil Mack had 6 sacks.
Yeah.
And the defense played so well to only win 24-17 was concerning for me to rocking the Chargers jersey today. The throwback.
Yeah, Khalil Mack had a literally career day.
I think that the Chargers should have won that game about 30-7.
Yeah.
The way that defense played.
Yeah. Well, he had, what do you have? 7 sacks.
6
sacks.
6 sacks. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then Herbert's hand is hurt.
Looks not good.
Yeah. Chargers. Are the Chargers gonna be a playoff team this year?
No, because of the Chargers.
Sounds
they
about
will
right.
Charger.
Ram says, "Me take nap." You're not taking a nap, Ram. You're with us the rest of the time. Sorry about it. Chargers next couple games. Cowboys.
Tough.
So they're on a bye because they're
That's
on
good.
bye. Good for Herbert. Then they got the Cowboys, Chiefs.
Tough.
Bears, Jets, Lions. I think 2 winnable games out of those 3.
Yeah.
But
you can steal one too.
Yeah.
When you play the Chiefs, you can always steal a win when you're.
But because he's not looking good. Mahomes is not looking that good.
No.
I think one of the most boring games, a game that I didn't care to even check in the afternoon, Cowboys Patriots. Shit.
Yeah. No. Hell no.
I only turned it on once or twice to see the uniform combos. The classic teams. 2 teams. If you have the Packers fans in here listening, that will never have more away fans than home fans.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, Green Bay. You're doing
it's not
something.
Surprising.
There.
Green Bay sucks.
Patriots. Are we done with Mac Jones?
They should be.
Bailey Zappi came in and played.
Yeah.
Mac Jones got benched again. You can't.
They should be done with Bill Belichick.
I think. My other question: is Bill such a good coach because of Tom Brady?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it helps.
Because who do you think won the breakup?
Well, Tom did.
He won a Super Bowl
right now. Yeah.
100%. Does Tom Brady go in the Hall of Fame as a Buck or a Patriot? Got a Patriot.
Yeah. 100%.
But does he want He kind of left to prove his point, and won a bowl with the Bucks.
Out of nowhere.
Does he make the point of going into the Hall of Fame as a Buck?
No, God no.
You don't think so?
He already went back to the Patriots, and
Oh yeah, and they got the whole fucking light tower.
yeah.
I just like to stir the thing because I hate Patriots fans more than I hate Packers fans. But no, yeah, for real though, Tom Brady won that. Bailey Zappi, I hope he plays because he. I mean, it was probably against the fifth string
Why don't
Cowboys
they go
defense.
get Fields?
What?
Why don't they get Fields?
You know, I think I saw them. Who was it? There was somebody.
They need more than just they have no offensive weapons.
It wasn't Fields that I saw, but it was another. I think I forgot who it was that they saw they should go try to get a certain quarterback, but it was a mobile quarterback. Does Bill Belichick?
Is it Trey Lance?
No, it might have been Fields. Now that you said that, but does a mobile quarterback fit in Bill Belichick's system? Does he even try it?
Well, Mac Jones is not mobile. He ain't fitting.
But so many years with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They cut Malik Cunningham, who looked electric in the preseason.
Yep.
Does Bill Belichick even want a mobile quarterback? Does he want to make that change on offense?
No, I think the times have kind of passed him by.
I think this is almost a time to retire for Bill.
Yeah.
While you're ahead. But Bailey Zappi, I would like to see Bailey Zappi rest of the year.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a dirty player too.
Really?
Oh yeah. Did you see him hit Sauce Gardner in the balls last week?
No.
Or 2 weeks ago?
Oh shit.
And he's tripped play. He twisted that one guy. Look at YouTube after you're done with us. Stay with us for a little bit. We're almost done. The football game starts in 20 minutes.
Yep.
Look up Mac Jones dirty plays. Just look it up. You'll YouTube it. Couple more games.
Yeah. Probably did it damn near the Sunday night game.
We are almost there. We got one more, which we don't have to talk much about, other than we've already talked about it. McCaffrey scoring 50.
Yeah, he's amazing.
No doubts in that game. I think the Cardinals actually played him better.
Purdy.
Purdy
20, 21, yeah.
Here's the thing about Purdy's a top 10 quarterback.
Right now.
Right now. Top 10 quarterback. I would say top 10 quarterback the rest of the season, as long as they're healthy.
Yeah.
As long as he's healthy. Top 10 quarterback, 49ers best team. And you saw when they kind of got in a little trouble and the Cardinals cut it within one score, they just fucking turned on the Jets and just literally shit pumped them.
Yeah. They're good.
Yeah. No doubt in their minds that they were going to win that game.
No. Gosh, no.
Sunday night game. I actually didn't watch much of this, but I did box score because
this was a really good game.
Really good game. Well, yeah. I turned it off, and I woke up a couple times.
10-15 by the time it's half.
Yeah, and the baby woke me up a couple times. So, I saw it was like 17-2.
Yep.
And then
that was a turning point.
17-5, and then I checked the score at the end of the game, and the Chiefs were tied 20-20. So I turned it on, and I fell asleep, of course.
The
and
Chiefs
ended up winning.
They should have lost.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes 18 for 30 with 2 picks, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, we should have had 3.
Should have 3. The bogus call.
Horrible.
This is the first time a quarterback completely outplayed.
Oh, Zach Wilson looked like he looked incredible.
And from my understanding, I did fall asleep. I didn't even watch the highlights, and that's my fault. But Zach Wilson fumbled a snap.
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Well,
but man, did he play? He looked really good. He was making every throw. We'll see. We'll see if it keeps going, because it would be cool if it did. Because the Jets, you can't hate the Jets.
You can't. And if the Jets play this good against the rest of the league,
they'll win. That's a win.
Can the Jets make the playoffs?
Yeah.
And get Aaron Rodgers back for a play, or do you keep?
It has to be a wild card though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They won't win the division.
Their division's brutal, so
they
could be really good and not make the playoffs.
True, because you know one wild card is coming out for sure of that division.
Yeah.
I
mean,
with the Dolphins,
who could be another team out of the AFC?
Well, here I can pull up the standings right now, and while I pull up the standings, we can go and we can talk about where everybody's at right now. And then next time you see us, we're gonna have a top 10 ranking.
Yeah.
And a top 10. I think we'll probably do quarterback ranking, maybe even a top 10 running back, top 10 receiver ranking.
All right, we can do that. That'd be fun.
the playoffs right now. Here, last game, and we'll talk playoffs. Playoff picture, too early playoff picture. Seahawks, Giants. Giants are bad.
They're so bad.
Giants are bad.
Danny Dimes is Danny Nickels. Danny Pennies.
Danny.
Danny Pesos. He's terrible.
Yeah. Danny Pesos. That's a good one. I never would have thought that I would have said this year. That Zach Wilson's the best quarterback in New York.
Yeah.
Rodgers is hurt. Danny Dimes.
He's got to do it at least 1 or 2 more games. But as of last week, yeah.
But you can't be...
Daniel Jones is... And same exact thing. Gets paid and then...
Nothing. Yeah.
Where did he go?
Playoffs. Here. Dolphins. So Jets are 1-3. Dolphins are 3-1. Dolphins or Bills are going to make it.
Both of them will make it.
But one's a
one
wild
will win
card.
a division, yeah.
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincy.
Yeah, I think they're going to beat each other.
And Baltimore. Yeah. They could beat each other up, but...
That's what they do every year.
You got to assume the way that things have gone last year and the year before, Cincy is a playoff team.
Yeah.
Even they're 1-3.
You hope.
Indy, Houston, Jacks, Tennessee. I think they beat
it's either Houston or... Yeah, it could be Indy too if they play the...
Because they're going to beat each other up too, though.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then the Chargers are pretty much your only other team that can make the playoffs.
So, yeah, I mean, 3 could. I mean, last year went out of the NFC East 3.
Yeah. NFC, Dallas is going to take a spot, or the Eagles, whoever doesn't win the division. Washington could be in the mix.
If they keep playing the way they do.
Yeah. I don't think anybody in the NFC North will make the wild card this year.
No.
The Vikings really have to have a drastic turnaround. I don't think the Packers are good enough. I don't think anybody in the NFC South is good enough to make a wild card spot. I think that the Saints and Falcons can be in the mix, but not...
To win.
Yeah.
They have to win the division.
Well, they got the Bucks, too, so...
Because I think the Seahawks and the Niners come out of the West.
Yeah, and the Rams. I think the Rams have a strong possibility. They're 2-2. Their 2 losses have been to the 49ers.
Yeah.
And... Well, who's the other one? That was a good team. Who are the Rams? I just lost my...
They lost to the Bengals.
Yes, you lost to 2...
Well, the Bengals are not good.
Yeah, but you lost to 2 championship teams.
Yeah.
Regardless, there's still 2 championship teams.
Yeah.
The Rams are 2... I mean...
They look good. They don't look bad.
And they lost 10 total points to 2 championship teams last year. The championship runner-up. So...
True.
The Rams could be...
They could, yeah. They'll come down to the end, yeah.
All right, we're about to tune into the Thursday night game. We're gonna log off here in a second. We do have a few picks in. I don't want to reveal too much other than Jack's trying to play the PlayStation. That might actually bring up the PlayStation over the top of us. And let me turn off the PS5 volume. So Jet, my dog's laying underneath their feet right now. Josh's got the Commanders.
Favorites, yep.
Caden.
Got the over.
Caden and Squog have the over. Let me get it in there so it's official. Caden and Squog have... Oh, fuck out of here. Can you get Control V? Oh my god. Okay. Control C. Control V. Caden and Squog both have the over in this game. Surprises the fuck out of me. But Squog's doing it to troll because Squog...
He always picks the over.
And
but it could hit in this one.
Yeah. 44.5 is a lot for these 2 teams.
Washington has to win if that's the case.
Yes. And Squog took the over last year in the laughable 12-6 game, 12-9 game. We were like, Squog, what are you doing? This is like your 8th Thursday night football game and the overs have not hit.
I try to avoid the Thursday night games in general.
Oh yeah. I went Commanders spread tonight.
We could put in a little prize pick.
Oh yeah.
You can play this one in Florida.
Isn't that?
Yeah. This one doesn't count as gambling.
Yeah. Well, gambling might be open here. I haven't checked hard.
This is the one where you just do over and under.
Okay.
So what do we want? We want pass yards, rush yards.
Let's do pass yards. We want the over for Howell.
239.
Yeah.
Over. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do one for receiving yards, maybe.
We'll take it.
Which one?
For Terry.
Scary Terry.
Or Dotson.
60 and a half.
16 and a half?
60.
That's a lot. Let's go over.
Okay.
What's the odds in?
41.
Let's do both. Let's do both over.
Okay. You can do more.
What's Justin Fields rushing?
66.
66?
Oh, 48 and a half.
Let's go over.
Over 48 and a half?
Let's do it.
Okay.
He might have a 48.
He's going to have to.
He might have a 48 and a half yard run.
So 25 to win 250. But then he's going to hit the over.
Do you have to put $25 in there?
No, I don't think so. Well, I mean, I have to deposit, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's do it. All right. We're signing off. Good luck in the games tonight. Have fun watching the games. If you're watching and haven't sent your picks in, fuck you. Garrett, Nick, Caden, Josh hasn't sent all his picks in. He's got one.
I'll get him in there tomorrow.
And Bobby. So, thank y'all for hanging out.
Back to normal on Saturday.
Yes, back to normal. We'll be at our own places. I'll be zoomed back in. You'll see my bald head on and off again. Josh will be back, and he's going back to Idaho tomorrow.
Unfortunately,
it was cool. I don't know if they're still. Let me make sure the mics are going. It's cool that Josh got to come hang out. He got to come hang out. He's possibly he did take a job down here, possibly RV life and
definitely RV life in the future.
So definitely RV life. I'm saying possibly ending up down in this area. So you might see us more hanging out together. I want to try to expand this to where we're like sitting outside and enjoying some sunshine and beer next time. So
yes,
but we'll be back live Saturday morning. We might have a third, maybe even 4 of us this time.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I totally forgot to try to record for Spotify. We want to try to get out on Spotify too. So